Hello and welcome everybody out there on YouTube to our live football broadcast. It's Friday, September 22nd. It's about 6:52 p.m. and we are going to be bringing you varsity football, Ellenville versus Pawling. The game is scheduled for a 7 o'clock kickoff, so we'll be starting here in about 7 minutes or so, 7 or 8 minutes. This is Alan on the mic. Just letting you know that you are hopefully looking at a shot of the Blue Devils getting ready to make their entrance. And after that, we'll be hearing from Athletic Director Matt Salomone to talk about the starting lineups and do the national anthems and the coin toss between the captains of the two varsity teams. So Ellenville versus Pawling coming up. I'll be back in about 5 minutes just to get ready for kickoff. All right, talk to you in a few minutes.
tight end, number 16, Ezekiel Bernthal. At quarterback, number 18, Brett Clowery. Offensive line, number 56, Cole Geiger. Offensive line, number 55, Jake Geiger. Wide receiver, number 8, Mark Coleman. Running back, number 7, Kevin Panzer. Offensive line, number 54, Connor Petruso. And running back, number 14, Matthew Pfister. And the Tigers are coached by Jason Coleman, Frank McKenna, Ryan Johnson, Al Lamberti, Aiden King, and Luke Campbell. And Brendan Lombardo.
Savon, I'm going to do a $20 tag. Better than taking singles, right?
And now for our Blue Devils.
Can I get a water for Theo?
At defensive end, number 9, Abney, Deshaun Abney. Number 12, defensive back, Dylan Nero. Number 11, linebacker, Kwaku Boahen.
That's the wrong numbers.
Oh, you're right.
That's their grades.
Yeah. At number 10, linebacker, Ryan Conklin. Number 21, linebacker, Pedro Bonachea. Number 24, linebacker, Christian Jelinski. Number 59, defensive end, Miguel Kiernan. Number 60, defensive tackle, Jesus Lasanta. And the Blue Devils are coached by Coach Kavanaugh, Coach Gugliano, Coach Wright. Give it up for our Blue Devils. Thanks for the help down there, whoever that was. If you can now, wait.
If you don't mind.
Doritos.
No Doritos.
No, it does taste like cardboard with salt on it.
Yeah, there's something. Had to cover it up with the chili. That was about the only way. Stone's quarterbacking again. Where is it? What's up, baby?
At this time, I'd like to have everybody please rise and remove your hats for the national anthem.
Thanks, guys.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air,
Thank you. Enjoy the game.
All right, welcome to this live broadcast of some Friday Night Football. I am your host this evening, Alan Buckler, coming to you live on YouTube and in repeat viewings on Channel 20. And we are getting ready for the Blue Devils of Ellenville to take on Pawling. It is local time, 7:06 p.m. The captains have tossed the coin, shook hands, worked out who's kicking off, who's receiving. We just heard the national anthem sung by alumni Maya Espinoza. And now we're getting ready for the game. I want to give a big shout out to our referees here. We got on the field Glenn Pomerantz, Ed Pomerantz, Ed Bonnell, and Joe Shalake. But joining me in the booth, we have the game clock runner, and that's James Miller, a.k.a. Jimmy. So shout out to Jimmy. And it looks like it's going to be Blue Devils to kick off. Going from left to right, we're in the all blue with gold helmets or yellow helmets. It's going to be Pawling receiving on the right side in the white shirts and black pants. And so we are ready for the kickoff here. 12 minutes on the clock, 4 quarters of football. And here we go. Nice high kick from Kwaku Bohem. Good catch from the number 8 of Pawling. Nice. Managed to trip him up there. Number 10 for Ellenville, Ryan Conklin. Tripping up number 8, Mark Kuhlman for Pawling. So let's go through some starting rosters for today. So for Pawling, we have number 16, Ezekiel Bernal. Number 18, Brett Clowry. Number 56, Cole Geiger. Number 55, Jake Geiger. Number 8, Mark Kuhlman. Number 7, Kevin Panzer. Number 54, Connor Petruso. And number 14, Matthew Pfister. As it will be first down now for Pawling on their own 26. High snap, but well caught. Nice throwing play. Well caught again. Throws the tackle to the ground. And an excellent play there from Pawling. Great throw and a great catch by the number 14, Matthew Pfister. First down for Pawling. So for Blue Devils, their starters, we have number 6, nice Sean Abney. Number 7, Dylan Nero. Number 8, Kwaku Bohem. Number 10, Ryan Conklin. Number 21, Pedro Bonachea. Number 24, Christian Zielinski. Number 59, Miguel Kiernan. And number 60, Jesus Lasanta. First down for Pawling, just inside Ellenville's half. So handoff this time to the number 7. He's got some good blocking in front of him. And there's a critical tackle there from the 21 of Ellenville. Pedro Bonachea had to stop him. Or else number 7, not got a lot of height on him, Kevin Panzer, but he's definitely got some speed. That's another first down, Pawling. He's going to run it himself. Looked for the throw down the left. He's going to get pushed out of bounds by the 24 of Ellenville. So Christian Zielinski dragging him out of bounds. Penalty against Pawling. They lost 10 yards. I didn't see a flag, but there is a penalty against Pawling, so they lost 10 yards there. It's going to be first down again for first and 20. The throwing play is low, well caught by the 14. Stopped in the end by the 7. So Matthew Pfister stopped by Dylan Nero. But they look pretty comfortable on the ball, comfortable with some throwing plays here. So this is 8-man football, something Ellenville's been doing for a few seasons now. Hand off to the 7 is a fake one. Instead, he's going to go most of the way himself. Number 18 gets past 1, doesn't quite get past the 2. But a good drive from the 18 of Pawling. Brett Clowry.
First down.
Be first and goal. So 9.5 minutes remaining in this first quarter. The 18 hands off to the 7. He's going to go around the right side, but well tackled by the 21 of Ellenville, Pedro Bonachea. So it will be second and goal. The defense going to have to come up strong here. Pawling's opening drive of the game. The 18 hands off. Oh, I think he kept him out. Nope, referee says touchdown. Managed to just get that ball over the line. So I think that's the 14. Let's see if we can get a close-up on the 14 who just made that touchdown. I think it was the 14. Yeah, there he is. That's Matthew Pfister. So a shout out to Jay and Matt upstairs in the video booth. Let's see if we can get a little bit closer than the angle we have right now. We're quite wide right now. Let's that wide shot can be a little bit closer, or it can be a lot closer. The wide shot should just be able to see every single player on the active field. As they go for the 1-point conversion or a 2-point conversion, they're going to go for the 2. Throws it, he drops it. So that's 6 points. No conversion. Pawling take the lead in this game. Just inside 9 minutes remaining of this first quarter. Pawling leads 6-0 over the Blue Devils. Let's see if we can find out from Ellenville's athletic director what the mascot is for Pawling. Do you know what the mascot is, Matt? Pawling's mascot.
Tigers.
The Tigers. Pawling are the Tigers. Oh, there it is on my sheet. I apologize. The Tigers of Pawling up against the Blue Devils of Ellenville. So the Blue Devils coached by Dan Kavanaugh, assisted by Coach Grigliano. I think Coach Wright. So the Tigers to kick off now. It's a decent kick. It's going to almost go over the head of number 7. He manages to turn around and catch it and tries to find a gap through the middle. He might be able to break through. Can he have the speed to get away from the 2? Can he get past the 15? He might be able to go all the way here. He's going to get caught, but it's going to be too late. Ellenville with a touchdown return. And that gets the crowd pumped.
Touchdown, Blue Devils.
So a super touchdown return. He had to run pretty much the length of the field. He caught it on about maybe the 30, maybe the 25. So that would be almost a 75 or 70-yard touchdown return from Ellenville's number 7, I'm pretty sure it was, Dylan Nero. Excellent job, Blue Devils. They're back in the game right away. Pawling with their own impressive opening drive. Blue Devils with an equally impressive return. There's the handoff, and he's maybe going to get there. He does get there. Ellenville makes the 2-point conversion, so they take the lead. 8 points to 6 here.
2-point conversion, good.
So let's see upstairs if we can get a shot of the scoreboard to let our viewers out there on YouTube see what the score is. The Blue Devils leading the Tigers by 2 points there, 8-6. 8 minutes, 34 seconds to go in this first quarter. Great job, team upstairs. Thank you, Jay. Thank you, Matt. So Blue Devils haven't seen much of the ball yet in this game, and yet they didn't need to. Didn't even need a snap to get on the scoreboard. Last week they had a their opening snap resulted in what we thought was a touchdown last week, and then it was ended up called back for a flag, and they would have led that game if that had counted 6-0. But it was called back, and say it ended up being not counting, and Blue Devils lost that game in the end. Tonight, opening return, Blue Devils not even needing a first down to just come back and even take the lead here. So an excellent response by the Blue Devils to going down by 6 points. They're now up by 2, and Kwaku Bohem will do his own kickoff now. And now Pawling, let's see how they respond to being immediately pegged back by the Blue Devils. Great tackle. Oh. Great tackle by the number 60 there for Ellenville, Jesus Lasanza, 11th grader. Decent crowd coming out here tonight for the Blue Devils. It is a very, very nice night. If you're listening to this live on YouTube, then feel free to come on down and show your support. It is Friday night, 7:17 p.m., September 22nd, if you're listening to this live. So this game has just started, and there's plenty more to come here. It's a beautiful night for football. It's not raining. It's not too cold. It's not too hot. A long throwing play. Oh, an excellent. Oh, but a flag on the play against the number 10. An excellent intervention by the number 10 to try to get something on that. But a flag immediately went up as soon as he pushed the ball away. I'm going to guess it's a foul on the defense. Pushing. Defensive pass interference. So he didn't manage to avoid the player when he got a touch on the ball. So that's interfering with the offense. So that will be a penalty against the Blue Devils. Looks like it'll be a repeat of first down. Repeat of first down, but maybe a 15-yard penalty, considerable penalty. So 8 minutes, 22 seconds here remaining in this first quarter. You're looking for another throw. There's a nice spiral. Number 7, though, with a great interception. And the defender is wondering, looking at the referee for something. Now a flag comes in.
Interception, Blue Devil.
There's another flag being thrown. I think the offense is claiming there was another interference on the offense by the defense. So it could be another penalty against Blue Devils. 5. No, maybe not. So a little confusion. Was there a penalty again on the defense?
They had Ellenville had Pawling. The other team had unsportsmanlike conduct.
Unsportsmanlike conduct.
Okay, that's all mainly that's all your
So it is Ellenville's ball, right? It was a good interception. Yeah, all right, so there we go. So it was a good interception. It's all cleared up now. Ellenville first down. They did intercept fairly. After that, there was a foul, unsportsmanlike conduct on Pawling. And so then Ellenville got a penalty in their favor. So it's first down, Blue Devils just inside Pawling's half. And whistles are plenty there before the handoff was made. False start, Ellenville. So they'll get a 5-yard penalty now. So now they're just back inside their own half. 1st and 15. Score is still 8-6 to Ellenville. Number 9 with the handoff tries to go down the middle. Is stopped. Doesn't really gain any yards. So shout out to Joe helping out my camera crew now. Shout out to Matt. Shout out to Jay. There's the handoff to number 6. He gained a couple of yards. Nice Sean Abney. Number 7 for Ellenville almost gets to the initial down marker, which means he maybe gained another 2 yards. Maybe just went in front of it, but it still means it's going to be 4th and 9. So a long down for the Blue Devils, just inside Pawling's half. Let's see if they punt it back or if they decide to do something a bit more interesting here. Looks like they're going to go for the play. There's the punt. Decent punt. It's going to not quite go into the end zone, in which case the Blue Devils can fall on it on about the 8-yard line. So a decent punt return. I'll be right back for the Pawling possession. And I'm back. That was a timeout call. Perfect timing. Well, I was just going over a couple of things with the camera crew upstairs. So we're back and ready. 6 minutes, 8 seconds to go in the first quarter. Pawling possession. Oh, and a pullback there. Solid tackle, I think, by the 50, which would be Jason Mann. Or is it the 60? It's more likely the 60, Jesus Lasanta. So a shout out to all those watching out on YouTube today, watching us live. Second down Pawling, and there's a penalty on the play. There are, in fact, 8 people watching us out there on YouTube right now, so shout out to our 8 viewers watching us live. Shout out to Mr. Lukazeski if he's watching, as he was involved in our technical setup today, along with Victor as well, so shout out to Victor. So it'll be 2nd and 3 or 2nd and 4 here for Pawling. Five minutes to go here in the first quarter. There's the handoff. They're going to go down the left side. Number 7 gets past the first tackle, but then 3 players converged on him. But excellent run from the 7. Kevin Panzer, you're going to be seeing a lot of him tonight, I feel, when it comes to the offense. Pauling's roster looks a little bit perhaps deeper than Ellenville's. Their bench might be, maybe not. I was going to say maybe there's a few more subs on their bench than Ellenville will have, but actually, about 14 subs on the bench for Pawling. 11 subs on the bench, 12 for Ellenville, so only about 2 more subs than the Blue Devils have to call from. Great tackle to sack the quarterback for a loss of yards. So just watch the headroom on the wide shot, guys, upstairs. You can just tilt down a little bit. You don't need to show so much of the darkness in the trees above. You can keep the field in the center of the play on the wide shot. So you can tilt down on that wide shot. I know you can hear me upstairs, so tilt down on that wide shot a little bit, please. As we get ready for 2nd down. 2nd and 15. Oh, and the throw is incomplete. So it'll be 3rd and 15 or even 16. All right, 3rd down Pawling. And incomplete again. He dropped it. Don't think he had control of it, so Ellenville couldn't recover it anyway. I think it'll be 4th down. Number 8 gets to his feet, unable to complete the catch there, Mark Kuhlman. So 4th and long here. They're going to punt it because they are deep on their in their own half. Oh, and he's not quite caught it properly, and he's going to get. Oh, he got away there. Almost capitalized. A great spin, and this is actually a great recovery play. But in the end, they're going to lose the ball out. They're not going to make it, and so Ellenville will be 1st down in a decent position. It was almost excellent position. They almost managed to make the tackle about 5 yards out of the end zone. Ellenville's player cannot walk off the field. His ankle hurts or something. So we have an Ellenville player down due to injury. He just needs to take a minute and not make it worse. I think that's perhaps number 6, Sean Abney. So we're going to get an injury timeout here. He was trying to walk off the field and just having a hard time, I think, on his leg. So Coach Kavanaugh and Coach Grigliano out to talk to make sure he's okay. In the meantime, let's get a shot upstairs of the Blue Devil huddle there. You can see number 63 and the coach talking to the Blue Devils. Let's get a close-up on the huddle of the Blue Devils, the primary huddle on the field. And while once our close-up camera gets a shot of the Blue Devil huddle, then our wide shot can get a shot of the clock of the scoreboard. No, show the huddle. Yeah, show the huddle. Show the huddle upstairs. There's Sean, just about getting back to his feet. Can we see the huddle upstairs on the close-up shot? And then the wide shot can give us the scoreboard. Or am I talking to myself? All right, here we go. First down, Ellenville. We're going to go to the right now, cut back to the inside. There's a flag on the play. So there's a flag down. So it will be a 10-yard penalty against Blue Devils. So it's going to be 1st and 20, or 1st and long by the looks of it here. Poor penalty to concede there. So just inside 3 minutes of this first quarter remaining. Blue Devils giving themselves a much harder first down to complete now. Number 9 manages to skip a couple of tackles, make up about 5 yards, but brought down in the end. Kwaku Boahen. So 2nd and about 15. He's well blocked, has to think about it, doesn't go for the throw, instead tries to run it down the center. He's going to gain about 3 yards or so. So it's still going to be 3rd and long. Yeah, it'll be 3rd and about 12 here. Minute 43 to go in the first quarter. Ellenville still leads 8 points to 6 here. Responding really well to the opening drive of Pawling that resulted in a touchdown and no conversion. Ellenville then on the kickoff punt returned it for a touchdown and then added the 2-point conversion. So they lead here 8-6. Number 9, Kwaku Boahen, making a run to the right. The quarterback thought about throwing it to the right and then tried to just make up some yards down the center. Didn't really make up any yards, and so it will be 4th and 12. Blue Devils, though, no real reason to punt it from this far up the field. They're inside Pawling's half. They're on about the Pawling 24-yard line or 23-yard line. So they'll probably go for a 4th down here, you would imagine. It's a timeout called, I think, by Ellenville with 20 seconds remaining in the quarter. So now let's get a nice close-up on the huddle. And the close-up can get even closer than that if they want to. You really use that camera zoom to zoom in on the huddle. See if you can read the lips of the Blue Devil players in the huddle. Can the wide shot give us a shot of the scoreboard while the close-up camera, leave the close-up camera on the huddle and the wide shot can get the scoreboard? Fourth down throwing play. He's interfered, no. The Pawling defender had to be super careful not to interfere too much with the player there. I think he did it cleanly enough. So with 14 seconds remaining, we're at the end almost of the first quarter. Blue Devil unsuccessfully able to convert that fourth down. And so it will be first down, Pawling. So first down for Pawling's offense here. Throwing play to the left side, number 8 could not catch it successfully. So after this play, or the one after it, will be the end of the quarter. So upstairs, just get ready, not quite yet, but just get ready to get a shot at the scoreboard when the clock ticks to 0 to show the score at the end of the quarter. For now, though, let's stay on the game action. It's second down, 2nd and 10 for Pawling. Number 7 going to run it down the left, skips one tackle, but not quite, and he is able to get brought down by a pile of Blue Devils. And there is the buzzer for the end of the first quarter. So if our left camera can get a shot of the scoreboard, while our right camera can perhaps show the Blue Devils. Yep, the huddle and the coach. A successful first quarter of football to see Ellenville go in by 2 points to the good. The score is currently 8 points to 6, and we should get a shot of the scoreboard. There it is. As the clock's about to get reset for the second quarter, Ellenville leads by 2, 8 to 6 here. Nice work upstairs, thank you. So we can go back to the game field. So shout out to Joe and to Matt and to Jay upstairs. Again, this is Alan coming to you in the booth here. With a big shout out to Jimmy running the game clock, filling me in when I have questions about certain calls that went certain ways and why maybe. But Blue Devils lead 8 to 6, an early touchdown from Pawling. And then after scoring that touchdown on the kickoff, Ellenville with a touchdown return from the punt. A punt return and a touchdown for the Blue Devils made it 6-6, and then they did convert their 2 points to make it 8 to 6. So Blue Devils in the lead at the end of the first quarter. It will be Pawling's third down once we get back underway here. 12 more minutes to go until halftime. A nice long throw. He's wide open, and he drops it. Number 18, throwing it to the 14, Matthew Pfister. Could not catch it. But number 18, Brett Clowry, with the throw. And he was wide open there. He had gotten away from the defender cleanly. So, unfortunately for him, he just could not catch the ball, not control it. So fourth down here, 4th and 9 for Pawling. Will has a player dropping deep. It's going to be Dylan Nero. He's going to have to catch this. It might go out of bounds. No, they will recover their own ball on the Ellenville 46. So it will be Blue Devils first down here. In the early stages of this second quarter. So first down, Blue Devils on their own 46. Oh, excellent work. Excellent work by the Ellenville number 30. He just kept on going. That'd be Jacob Roller. And he lived up to his name there. He just kept on rolling. So it'll be 2nd and 1 here after excellent work from the Blue Devils and Jacob Roller. Number 7 hands off to the Roller again. This time Roller's going to get pushed back, maybe by a yard. He did so well on that first one. Pawling knew to single him out on the second one. So it will be 3rd and 1 here, I think. Looks like Nyshawn Abney, number 6, coming back out. Looks like he's okay to continue. He went off with a limp earlier, but he's back now. So they did lose a yard there, so it's going to be 3rd and 2 or even 3rd and 3. Number 7, Delanero, can he make the, oh no, he can't quite get there. I think he thought for sure he was going to make up just enough yards to get first down. I don't think he did. He was just swept backwards. Yeah, might have had the wind taken out of him there. That was a serious tackle. It spun him as he was in midair there practically. So 7's going to come off to make sure he's okay. He limps off the field. It will be 4th and 3. So Pawling defense coming up strong here early in the second quarter. Blue Devils not going to punt it. They're going to go for the play. Can they get the first down? They can, I think. Number 21 dives to the ground. And I'm pretty sure he was just about successful there, Pedro Bonachea. Only just, but this is a game of inches after all. And I think he had the necessary number of inches. Or are they going to get the chain out? I think they want the chain, right? They want the referee wants the chain and wants to make sure this is accurate. So referees Glenn Pomerantz, umpire Ed Pomerantz, head linesman Ed Bonnell, and line judge Joe Scalacci. They want to make sure that this is accurate. It was tight. He dove down to the ground, desperate to make those inches. Let's see now. First down is good, and that's good. It did look probably like it was going to be good, but fair play to the referee. He just wants to be sure, and it is close. So we have first down, Blue Devils. Nice work, Bonachea on that dive. He made just enough of a dive to get a first down. So let's see if Nero is back out there or if he's still recovering. I don't think he's back out there yet. No, I think he's on the sideline being talked to by Coach Grigliano. Handoff to the 9. 9's going to not get tackled. Doesn't gain a yard, though. I think he's back where he started. So it'll be 2nd and 10. Not loss of a yard, maybe. So it'll be 2nd and 11. Charge down the middle from the 21. Assisted by the 55 with some blocking, it looked like. Sorry, by the 51. That'd be Gavin McGuire. But the 21, Pedro Bonachea, driving down the center, gained about 2. So it's still going to be 3rd and 9. A lot of work to do for the offense. 8 minutes, and the clock is ticking. 8 minutes remaining in this second quarter. And Nero is getting some ice applied to his leg or his foot or his ankle or somewhere down there. So he's out for the time being. Important offensive player for the Blue Devils, not on the field. As the handoff, as whistles being called by the referees. False start, I think. So it'll be a 5-yard penalty. Repeat the down. So that'll make it 3rd and 14, I think, for the Blue Devils. Third and 13. Clock still ticking away. 7 minutes, 40 seconds remaining in this quarter. Manages to, again, clear about 5 yards to get back to where they were in the previous play, but that still means it's going to be 4th and 10. So now what do? They're on the Pawling 44-yard line. They typically haven't been punting it when they've been this close, as in just about in Pawling's half. Number 50 leaves the field. Number 6 is told to stay out there. They are going to punt it, it looks like. Boahen is deep. Nice launch to him. Can he punt it? Oh, he drops it, touches the ground. Does get a kick away. There is a flag down. So bad kick, essentially. Roughing on the kicker. Pawling coaches are not happy about that. The kicker, Kwaku Wahen, did essentially drop the ball, was able to quickly pick it up and just to get the kick away. And so the Pawling player was right to try to get the ball back, as he essentially thought he dropped it, but then doing so he kicked it away, and then roughing of the kicker, which is not allowed. So let's see, well, does that mean a repeat of the down, or is it Pawling's ball? It's still Pawling's ball, right, I think? Ellenville ball. So Ellenville getting fortunate there. 10 yards. First down, I should say, to Blue Devils. Number 21 is going to gain a couple, maybe more than that on the side. Gain of about 7 as he's forced out wide right. That is Dylan Nero back out, having, like I said, having to ice his leg. He's back out, putting some weight on it and putting some speed on it as well. No, I'm sorry. It's not number 7. Number 7's still on the bench. That would have been a surprise. So it will be 2nd and 4 or thereabouts. Blue Devils with the interference, roughing of the kicker, really going in their favor, doing a lot of good work for them. Number 30, Roller, tries to gain a couple down the center. He's not quite brought down. Now he finally is. In the end, I don't think he gained anything. So it'll be 3rd and 4 or thereabouts. So 5 minutes remaining until halftime. Blue Devils leading by 2 points. There's the handoff, fake to the 21. He's not going to get away, I don't think, from the two Pawling players. Excellent combination, one holding him off, and then another player just sliding in and taking out his legs. Really good defense from Pawling there to make it 4th and 6. So now Ellenville, as they have the ball on the Pawling 26-yard line, thereabouts. 25. Yep. I don't think they're going to punt this. They'll probably go for the play. So let's see, 4 minutes remaining. Let's see if Blue Devils, 6 yards to go. Looks like a timeout call maybe. I think timeout on the home team. So I think that's the third of Ellenville's timeouts used. Yep. So Pawling still with 3 timeouts remaining. Ellenville using 3 this half. So let's get a shot of the scoreboard while we have this little break in the play here to show as we approach the halftime break. 3 minutes, 58 seconds to go until halftime. Ellenville still leading 8 points to 6. No scores in the second quarter, but both those scores coming in the first quarter. Thanks, guys, upstairs. Looks very good. Shout out to Jay and Matt and Joe upstairs, bringing you your images this evening. I am Mr. Buckler, a.k.a. Allen, bringing you your sound. And the Blue Devils and the Tigers bringing you your entertainment tonight. It is 4th and 6. Number 21 with a short throw. It might work to Roller. Can he get first down? I think he can. That was a really clever play. That's why they called the timeout. Number 2 from Pawling sent flying, Luke Belmonte. And Jacob Roller coming up clutch yet again. That's his second really impressive down. He had one earlier this quarter that just caught Pawling unawares, and then when they tried to repeat it, they were ready for it. That time, that was a really good timeout play calls by Ellenville to make the first down here. And they're in very good position now. Number 30, Roller this time does not get it. It's going to be probably Bonachea, 21. Trying to run around wide to the left. I think he gained a few. Yep, gained about 3, maybe 4 yards. So it will be 2nd and 6. 3 minutes on the clock, and it is ticking here. Ticking towards halftime. Blue Devils, so far, things really going well for them. Going the way they would have planned it, and then a few things they hadn't planned for going their way. Second down. Oh, the snap is dropped. He's going to lose the ball. He gets it back, and then he's going to be brought down. So loss of yards there from Ellenville. Loses about 5, more than that, maybe 8 yards. So it will be 3rd and long here, 3rd and 13. And looks like a timeout perhaps being called by Pawling. The away side. As their coach, Jason Kuhlman, calls his first timeout of the evening. So this is a pretty interesting game we've got here tonight. A pretty tactical battle between the two coaches. Pawling, I think, would have come into this game heavy favorites. And they certainly started that way. A very impressive opening possession, resulting in a score. But the Blue Devils have not backed away from the challenge. And neither has their coach. They are standing up to it and trying to do everything they can within the rule book, and a few things I'm sure resulting in penalties, meaning they were not in the rule book, to stay in this game and show Pawling what they got. So it's a really interesting battle here between the Tigers and the Blue Devils. It's still Ellenville ball once we resume from this timeout. It will be 3rd and about 13. But Ellenville in very good position on the Pawling 25-yard line or thereabouts. '21 has the ball, thinks about the throwing play. It's a long throw, and he can't quite catch it. No good, incomplete pass. Looking for Kwaku Boahem. So good defense from the Tigers there. So be 4th and 13 now. Long down for the Blue Devils. So the switcheroo between the 6 and the 21. There's a snap, not the 21. 21's going to throw it, and that's not going to go to anybody. So that's going to be first down. Oh, and number 21 is down. I'm not sure what happened to him there. He was the quarterback on the play. Let's see if I watch my replay up here on YouTube, what happened to the 21. He did throw the play, and then he was tackled. He's up on his feet. He's walking away now. So maybe just had the wind knocked out of him. And so the ball will be turned over to Pawling now. They have 2 minutes and 9 seconds until the halftime break. And they're going to try, and they have 2 timeouts remaining to try to turn this 2-point deficit in their favor before we take the halftime break. There's the snap. It's going to be a throwing play right down the center to the 16. He's only got 2 Blue Devils to worry about. He kind of gets between them. And number 10 is not going to let go, you hope. And number 24, but he's eventually able to get him down. He brings the ball all the way to the Ellenville 40. Excellent down by Pawling. He may have left the field too, which is why the clock stopped. So the the down crew can't even keep up. The chain gang. Number 7, Speedy down the left. He gets taken out right by the chain gang. So I don't know if he gained any yards there. But Pawling are hustling. Minute 46 remaining. They keep on going out of bounds, so the clock does keep stopping. Though he did gain some yards. Yep, 2nd and 8. Tries to sneak it down the center. Number 18 almost gets caught back. He's going to get first down here. But the clock will keep ticking. And that will be first down. No, minute 36. The clock stops. No, clock is ticking. First down, Pawling on the Ellenville 27. Number 18 looking for the throw. He faked the big throw. Instead threw it short to the 16. Ezekiel Bernal unable to catch it. He wound up for the big throw there and then just slipped it short to his left. So it will be 2nd and 10. Minute 16 to go here in the half. Pawling looking to overturn the points deficit before halftime. And they're getting closer. Number 18 with the fake handoff. Nice throw. And uncontested, the 14 brought down just before the end zone. by the number 10, Ryan Conklin. So the nice throwing play there, be first and goal. Looks like Pawling called a timeout right there to stop the clock. I mean, they're a yard away from the end zone with 4 downs to get into it, so it's going to be very difficult for the Blue Devils to stop Pawling from scoring here. That was an excellent play. 18 faked off the handoff. Nice throw to the left-sided running back, wide receiver, I should say, and really made a nice catch. So here we go. First and goal for Pawling. The 18 throws it short. Touchdown is good.
Touchdown, Pawling.
So Pawling will have 12 points to Ellenville 6. So touchdown is good. It was a short throw, but it was enough. He winds up the throw, does find it inside, and a 2-point conversion is good. Pawling leads 14-8 here. Let's get a shot of the scoreboard upstairs. So Blue Devils to kick off with 58 seconds. Sorry, Pawling to kick off with 58 seconds remaining. Ellenville to receive. There is the kick. It's a big kick. It's going to sail right over the Blue Devils, and it's going to bounce just into the end zone. So it'll be Blue Devils' turn to see if they can have a really charging offense. Pawling certainly did it when they had the chance. They just knew, all right, we've got to get this score. Had about 2.5 minutes to get down and score, and they did it.
Everything worked out good, no issues?
So Ellen will get ready
All right, great.
to restart here.
All right, thank you.
Roller does not get the handoff. Instead, he tries to go down the center. 21. He's going to gain a couple yards. About half the distance. 5 yards gained. Bonachea. The Ellenville 21. Clock is ticking away though. We're at 33 seconds remaining in this quarter. So 10 seconds remaining. Handoff is fake. 21, Bonachea tries to go down the center. It's not going to go too far. And that brings us to halftime. Let's get a shot of the clock to show our fans out there on YouTube that the score is currently Ellenville 8, Pawling 14. And that will bring us to the halftime break. So, in fact, you can leave a shot of the scoreboard up while we take a break here, and we'll be back for the second half shortly. Welcome back to Friday Night Football here on Ellenville Central School District's YouTube page. I am your host for tonight, Mr. Buckler. The Blue Devils taking on Pawling tonight. The Tigers of Pawling against the Ellenville Blue Devils. And it is the Tigers who lead this game at halftime by a score of 14-8. We are getting ready for the second half to kick off here. Shout out to my crew upstairs, Victor, Matthew, and Joe. And shout out to Jay, who is part of the first half crew. So it's going to be the Pawling Tigers kicking off, going to be going from right to left. And the white and black, Blue Devils going to be receiving on the left side. And the blue with yellow helmets as a high kick with a lot of backspin. He could not quite catch it. And flag on the play. Full start. I'm not sure what the call was there. So they're going to re-kick it from 5 yards back. So it was a foul against Pawling on the kickoff. And they're going to have to kick it again, this time from 5 yards further back. So here is the second attempt at the second half kickoff. And Ellenville can catch that one at the first attempt. Charging right down the center, Bohan. Now to the left. And he gets almost to the halfway line, right? Dropped right on about the 48 or 49 yard line of Ellenville's half. So almost returned to the halfway. He returned it by about 20 yard return. So Pawling will feel good that they went into the halftime break ahead in this game, but Ellenville certainly will feel okay that they are in this game. Pawling, definitely a strong team. Ellenville could have been a lot worse than down by 6 points here at halftime. So they're in this game and they've got a score on the board. So they're, and the throwback is going to be dropped by Bonachea. He can't get it back, and Pauling's going to pick it up and go score unless they can be dropped by Bohen. And now he's finally brought down. What a play by Pawling. First down, snap by Blue Devils, dropped by Bonachea, 21, could not recover it, and then Pawling just picked up the loose ball. And so it will be their first down now in good position. Not great from the Ellenville offense. But Pawling will be delighted with that last play. So now they find themselves on about the Ellenville 20. First and 10. Throwing play is caught. Spin. And he can't be dropped by the initial player. Then 3 more Blue Devils came in to knock the 14 down. Matthew Pfister. As Ellenville deals with an injury to Bohan, who is up and walking by himself, but they just wanted to make sure he's okay. So it's going to be first and goal here, I think. Chain Gang gets a break. Throw play to the left side again. Spin and in for the touchdown. No good. Pushed out just in front of the end zone. So first and goal will become 2nd and goal. Number 18 is going to look to the right now, cut back down the center. I think he's going to make it. Touchdown, Pawling, I think. It's going to make it 20 points to Ellenville's 8. And that score really coming from that turnover from Ellenville on their first snap after receiving the kick from their previous touchdown. Well, I'm sorry, it wasn't a previous touchdown kick, but it was a snap. And then a turnover. He's going to throw it. And he's punched away from his hands. Excellent punch by the 10, I think. Ryan Conklin to stop the 2-point conversion. But they got the touchdown. That's what matters here. So they lead 20-8. Now the Blue Devils find themselves 2 scores down. So we'll be Pawling to kick off. 11 minutes to go in this 3rd quarter. Nice high kick. Conklin can't quite catch it. Goes through his arms. Now he can. And tries to find an opening. And he gains about 5 yards on the return. Just misread the flight of the ball. He thought he had a clean catch at it, and then it just sailed through his hands. Penalty against Ellenville. So another penalty against Ellenville. So they are forced back deep into their own half here for their first down. And the snap is dropped again. And that's going to be another touchdown Pawling. This game just falling apart for the Blue Devils here in the second half. We've only had a minute and 11 seconds gone on the clock here. And Pawling has scored twice. Ellenville now down 8-26. They were down 8-14 at the half. And now they've conceded another 12 points. Could be 2 more here. Pawling just annihilating Ellenville with poor, sloppy mistakes coming from the snap. So even though it was Ellenville's possession, Pawling now gets the chance at a 2-point conversion, I believe. Flag on the play. So a little bit of a break here. Maybe some confusion out there as to what's going on. Now we're going to get underway here. Pawling going to go for the 2-point conversion after the turnover touchdown. There's the throw. Wide open. Easy catch for the 16. Ezekiel Bernal for the Tigers. And now they lead 28-8. They were up 14-8 only a minute and 11 seconds ago as far as the game clock goes. So in 1 minute and 11 seconds, they have doubled their score. They have scored 14. And the Blue Devils went from a decent position, down by a score, to now they're down by 3 scores. And this game just got a whole lot tougher in a very short amount of time. I knew some of the Blue Devils before tonight's game were concerned about how strong their opposition was going to be. And there were signs of that in the first quarter, but you wouldn't have necessarily thought it was going to be a blowout game. They did really well in the first quarter tactically. They didn't make too many mistakes. But now here at the start of this second half, mistakes are just coming thick and fast, and they are proving costly. This is Pawling's third kickoff in the last minute and 11 seconds. The first one they were pushed back 5 yards, and then look what happened. They scored twice. So it's a nice low kick with lots of range on it. He does pick it up, and he's going to get swarmed by Tigers. And so he's going to recover the ball again deep in his own half. And this game is just becoming a learning lesson now for the Blue Devils. How do you deal with adversity? So first down, Blue Devils. Last time they were in this position, they dropped the snap. They've dropped the last couple of snaps. Catches that one, hands off down the center. I think he lost a yard there. Maybe stayed where he was. No, loss of a yard. So 2nd and 11. Drive down the center. Couldn't go anywhere either, really. So that'll be 3rd and 11. There's the punt. It's going to sail out, stay inbounds actually. And the 14 hesitates, skips 1, skips 2 tackles, skips 3 tackles. And the 14 doesn't even have to go too fast to make a touchdown on the kickoff return. So Blue Devils, another touchdown gone. And these Blue Devils can't believe what's happening here tonight in this start of this second half. It just goes from bad to worse. Let's get the shot of the scoreboard here in a second after they go for this 2-point conversion to see those numbers in hard form on that scoreboard. It's currently 34-8. Blue Devils just crumbling under pressure here at the start of the second half. It's going to be the 2-point conversion attempt here for the Tigers. He's going to look for the throw. There is the throw. He catches it. I think it's good. It is good. So that makes it 8-36. Let's get a shot of the scoreboard. Not that anyone really wants to see that scoreboard if you're a Blue Devil fan. That is some poor reading. 8-36. Being that it was 8-14 less than 4 minutes ago in this half. So there it is, 8-36. Blue Devils down by 28 points. And that just that hurts. If you're a Blue Devil fan, if you're a Pawling fan out there, well, your team is looking good, capitalizing on the Ellenville mistakes and really making them pay. You can't ask for much more than that. Do your best on the game plan and capitalize on the mistakes when they're presented to you. And Pawling has certainly done that here in the second half. Ellenville making many a mistake. And now is another kickoff for Pawling. This time he catches it well, number 10. Gets a few yards back. So Ellenville will be returning the ball on their own 39-yard line. Seven minutes, 48 seconds as the clock ticks down here in the third quarter. Blue Devils just got to get something going. Just got to stop making sloppy mistakes, get some confidence back, and just try to stop Pawling from scoring on just about every attempt they get. It does go out of bounds here at 21. Almost 30. Jacob Roller gets back up. So the Tigers coached by Jason Kuhlman, assisted by Frank McKenna, Ryan Johnson, Brandon Lombardo, Al Lamberti, Aiden King, and Lou Campbell. And they'll be, you would think, they'll be the happy ones going home on the bus tonight. It's a decent ride from Pawling to Ellenville, but looks like it's going to be worthwhile. Oof, Ellenville's 21, Bonachea with a solid hit, gets back up right away. He took a solid hit there. I think it was the number 2, Luke Belmonte, who got in the tackle that time for Pawling. So 6 minutes, 17 seconds remaining in this third quarter. Blue Devils down by 28. Decent gain of yards there. It's going to be 4th and 2, thereabouts, maybe 4th and 1. So 4th and 1 on their own 48. And they drop the snap again. Bonachea sacked. Loss of yards. 54 with the tackle. That's Connor Petruso. So Ellenville not kicking it, just trying to do something, and that something was not good. So it'll be first down, Pawling on the Ellenville 40 when we get back underway here. 4.5 minutes to go on the third quarter. Pawling up by 28 points. Blue Devils down by essentially 4 scores. There is the first play. It's a throwing play to the 14. He's going to catch it, and Conklin does super well. Ryan Conklin, the number 10. He was the last man back. He had to stop him, or else it was another touchdown on the first down, first snap. And he did just get a hold of his ankles and bring him down. But that will mean it's first and goal yet again in this half. And Sean Abney comes off without his helmet. Talking to Coach Kavanaugh. And here we go, first down, number 18. Goes right, then looks back to his left and throws it to the ground. Incomplete pass. Second and goal. The 18 is Brett Clowry, quarterback for the Pawling Tigers. But Coach Kavanaugh, Coach Grigliano, Coach Wardinski, and Coach Wright will have a lot of things to look at when they get this Blue Devil team back in the practice session on Monday, or Tuesday, I should say. Schools are closed on Monday of next week. Number 18, second down, high throw, and you think he dropped it, but interference on the receiver. Flag went up at least. Let's see. Might be half the distance to the goal. It's already second and 3. I mean, second and goal on about the 3-yard line. So I'm not sure what the penalty can be here. So we're still at 8:36. Clock is 3:22 remaining in this quarter. So we'll be second down again. Hand off the 7 and no. He punched up and away. Incomplete pass. So third and goal. 3 minutes, 10 seconds remaining in the quarter. Blue Devils just having a super hard time now in this half. Third down and goal. Pawling just looking to pile on the misery against the Blue Devils. Flag on the play. Number 7 didn't go down, dove across the line in the end, but there was a flag in the play before that. Holding. No touchdown. And a penalty against the offense. Looks like a 10-yard penalty maybe. So a decent penalty against Pawling. be 3rd and long. Well, still 3rd and goal though, right? They have to get across the end zone. There is no more first downs available, essentially. It's either score or give the ball back. Number 18 looks for a long throw to the right side. That one, I think they lined up perfectly. No, incomplete pass again. Number 8 not able to catch that one, Mark Kuhlman. So it will be 4th and goal. Again, fairly long. That's why they're going for these throwing plays. It's 4th and about 15 at this point. 2 minutes 22 remaining in this quarter. So 4th down, the handoff to the 14. No, the throwing play. Can he stop him from getting across the line? I think he pushes him out of bounds, the 16. So good defense there. Ezekiel Bernal pushed out of bounds. So it will be Ellenville's ball, I believe. Pawling not able to turn that possession into a score. So that was good defense from Ellenville. Able to stop him. But with 2 minutes in this quarter remaining and then 1 quarter after that, Blue Devils have to get 4 scores, essentially. They're down by 28 points. So you're looking at 4 touchdowns plus some 2-point conversions in there if they want to come back. So very deep in their own territory, about maybe 10 yards out from the goal line of their own end zone to start this possession, Blue Devils. Let's see what the offense can do. So here comes the first snap. Bonachea going to lose some yards, I want to say. Not quite a sack in the end zone, but not far off it. Blue Devils, yeah, 2nd down. It's going to be 2nd and 14. They're almost inside their own end zone. And if you're sacked in your own end zone, it's a safety. Ellenville are in danger of that happening here. They're only about 2 or 3 yards in front of their own end zone. And by the time they snap this ball, they will be in their own end zone, I think. So they really need to worry about that. No errors can be made now. He doesn't drop it. Gains a couple yards, Jacob Roller, but again, he's only about 2 yards in front of the end zone again. So I don't think he really, he maybe gained a yard, they're going to say. It's going to be 3rd and 14. So 36-8, 20 seconds remaining as the clock ticks away here. This will probably be the last play of this quarter if the Blue Devils get it underway. It is 3rd down. They are standing around as if they're going to wait for the clock to run down. As they should know, they have just enough time to not snap it. There it goes. Let's get a shot of the scoreboard here as we end the 3rd quarter. 36-8. Makes for dismal reading for the Blue Devil fans out there and for the players on the field for sure. But let's get a shot of that scoreboard. There it is. You can get nice and close on that scoreboard if you want. That's good right there. Look at that. Ellenville 8, Pawling 36, 12 minutes remaining in the 4th quarter. So a big shout out to the crew upstairs. Matt, Joe, Victor, Jay helping out before, and Alex as well. I'm not sure if Alex managed to get his way upstairs as well. He's been helping out both downstairs on the concessions booth and upstairs on the cameras when he can. Shout out to Matt, who was also helping out with concessions earlier as well. Shout out one more time to the referee crew today: Glenn Pomerantz, Ed Bonnell, Joe Scalacci, and James Miller, a.k.a. Jimmy. Well, this game is coming to you live on YouTube. It's about 8:54 p.m. And there's not too much long left. 1 quarter remaining. We have about 14 people watching us out there on YouTube, so thank you very much for tuning in to this broadcast. These games always available to you anytime on YouTube, and then also brought to you on our Educational Access Channel 20 at a later date. But today's game certainly going to be one for the Tigers to enjoy on the repeat viewings. 21 drops it again, knocked over. Pawling dives on the ball, and that's another touchdown, Pawling. And that's going to make it 8-42. So 8-42 as we just resume this fourth quarter. Only a few seconds gone, and Pawling get another score. Tough for the Blue Devils there without Jacob Wright, one of their regular starters for the first couple of games. Well, the last couple of games. He might be back soon. And then in this game, they start off with Dylan Nero, who we know is an important player for them, and they lost him to injury in the first quarter, I believe, or certainly early in the second quarter. So he's out. So Blue Devils just losing players to injury left and right, and now it's going to be 2-point conversion attempt from Pawling straight down the center. Is going to get pushed back. But they don't really need the 2 points at this stage. They have 42 points to Ellenville's 8. So they lead by 34 points here. At this point, with 11 minutes, 54 seconds remaining, Pawling could pretty much switch out all their starters for their reserves and just give some minutes to the youngsters. I'm sure they might do that as the game winds down here. And Blue Devils, you think they could do the same, but I don't think they have too many reserve players to call upon, because this game is almost over in terms of a contest. It was a contest at halftime. The first half was really intriguing. It was a really good battle, and the second half has not been that at all. The second half, well, if you knock off the 14 points they had at halftime, that would bring them back down to .28. So they've scored 28 points in this half to Ellenville's 0. Well, they've scored 30. If it was 8-12, if you get the score now, I think 8-12 maybe. So they've scored 30 points. Either 28 or 30, I forget. Either way, it's a lot of points for Pawling, and it's no points for Ellenville. There's the low kick to their right, Ellenville's left. And the 21 lets it go out of bounds. There's a flag on the play. Drop on the sideline. And yet the Pawling coaches, who I know were watching the game from the grandstand on this side of the field, they're leaving, and they've only just started the fourth quarter, so I think they know they don't really need to worry too much about this game as a contest, really. Thank you, sir. So, yeah, two of the Pawling assistant coaches heading back to the other side. They pretty much have seen enough in this game. They're confident that this is a contest that is in the bag. And to be fair, they're probably right. Here comes another kick. Low down the center this time. Ellenville will stop it. Go ahead and we'll try to return it. Decent return. Gain of about 10, maybe 15 yards, in fact, until he's finally stopped. So a decent return. Now Ellenville finally will have a first down that's not in front of their end zone. That's where the last few have been, essentially. This first down will be on their own 45. You got to feel for the Ellenville coaches. Just trying to get something going, and they did really well to get something going in the first half. Put Ellenville in a position to build upon. And 21 does a really good job of making up about 5 yards there. So 2nd and 5 on the halfway line. The ball's dropped. Ellenville dives on it first, I think. Might have lost a yard there. Ten minutes remaining in this quarter. Clock is ticking. It will be 3rd and 7. Couple of spins from Bohan. He makes up another 3 or so yards. It's going to be 4th and 3. Ellenville does really well on this play. He ducks out of bounds, number 21. But a really nice gain there of a first down. Excellent down. Excellent running by Ellenville's 21, Pedro Bonachea. He's had a lot of action tonight. Like stepping in at quarterback for the injured Jacob Wright and then Dylan Nero. So I think that means he's essentially the 3rd choice quarterback at this point for the Blue Devils. Looks to the left. He gets out of bounds again, maybe gains a few more yards. Not many. Maybe one, maybe two. So 2nd and 7. 7.5 minutes remaining in this game. .21 hands off to Roller. Does pretty well to gain a few yards, maybe 3, maybe 2. .21 does really well to make first down on the right side. So Ellenville moving down the field nicely. 5.5 minutes remaining in the game. Say Blue Devils so far behind in points, though. Pawling not really too concerned about the Ellenville offense at this point. They can just keep them slowed down to this kind of a pace. Even if they score a touchdown, even if they score 2 touchdowns, it's not going to affect the game. Pawling going to be looking at the win here. But it is first down, Blue Devils, on about 20 of Pawling. Nice tackle from the 22 of Pawling. Be Danielle Apap. Clock still ticking away here. 4:35 to go in the game. So we'll be 2nd and 10. Roller now playing quarterback. Number 30 goes right down the center. Gains quite a few yards. Gains of about 7. And we'll try something different on the last play. Having Roller receive the snap instead of Bonachea. And he drops the ball, gets it back up, brought down. So like a gain of about, maybe not, 4th and 4. Clock is ticking, 2 minutes 40 remaining in the game. So credit due to Pawling. They just turned on the pressure at the start of this half. They actually started to do it at the end of the first half when they really wanted to get a score. They were down 8-6, don't forget, for much of this game. They really wanted to get a score before halftime. They put on some pressure. They got a really good drive going. They got that touchdown before halftime to get the lead back. And then they pretty much let the game run out to halftime. And then at the start of the second half, they just said, let's put our foot on the gas, as Ellenville almost makes the first down, maybe just short. No, they made the first down. But so yeah, the start of this half, Pawling started to really put on the pressure, really wanted to take control of the game. But you have to say it was mistakes from Ellenville that allowed them in to do that. But Pawling did not hesitate when Ellenville presented those mistakes to them, and they just capitalized big time at the start of this half and just trounced Ellenville on the scoring at least. And they now find themselves looking at the victory inside a minute and a half to go here. It is 1st and goal, Blue Devils. They won't be taking the knee as the snapback goes to Kwaku. And he tries to drive all the way down. He might get a touchdown here. He will. So perhaps the last touchdown of the game belongs to the Blue Devils. You hear a few cheers from the crowd, but not many. As I say, that touchdown really not going to mean anything when it comes to the result of this game. Blue Devils going to lose anyway. 14-42 is the score right now. We'll get you a shot of the scoreboard after they go for the conversion. Kwaku going to receive the snap, going to drop the snap, going to get tackled. No, he gets away from a few of them. Now he gets brought down. 2-point conversion is no good. And so that will probably bring us close to the end of the game. Minute 13 to go on the clock. It will be Pawling's ball. And so they will have to kick the ball back, but then Ellenville will kick the ball back to Pawling, and then Pawling will see what they do on that, if they decide to go for it on the last seconds of the game, or if they just decide to take the knee and see this game out so they can get back on the bus and get out of here. Like I say, a long drive to get back to Pawling, but they will enjoy the ride back a lot more than Ellenville, who might be only taking a short ride home. But it will not be a sweet and short ride home. Ellenville will be disappointed that they let this game get so far away from them at the start of this half. It was always going to be a tough game. Pawling are a strong team, and we knew it was going to be a tough contest, but they just let it get away from them. As the Blue Devils get ready to kick this ball back. Did we get a shot of the scoreboard? I hope we did. (14-42). Not that it makes for very pretty reading for the Blue Devil fans, but again, if you're out there and you're a Pawling fan, congratulations on a big win here. And it's going to be Roller with the kick. Decent kick. Going to go right past the number 8. And now the 51 going to try to get to him first. Oh, takes a hit. And Pawling on the punt return, going to score another touchdown to make it 48 points. It is the number 8. And that would be Mark Kuhlman. So right away they're not rushing out of here. They're going to have to go for another 2-point conversion, and then Ellenville will kick the ball back. So there's no taking the knee here, not just yet. Pawling just adding to their score. Excellent play, though, on that punt return by the number 8. Wide receiver, number 10th grader, Mark Kuhlman. And Ellenville just hurting on the defense. They're just desperate for this game to end now. 55 seconds remain. Pawling going for the 2-point conversion. There's a flag on the play. Full start against the offense, I think. So a penalty, 5 yards back for the 2-point conversion. He's going to 24. He's going to lose it, not quite get it over the line as he dove to the ground there. But we still have 55 seconds left, and Ellenville still has to get the ball back from Pawling. But all around, just a disappointing night for Blue Devils. Well, disappointing second half. Let me rephrase that. First half, very encouraging, very exciting, very intriguing. Second half, not so much for the Blue Devils. So Ellenville down by a large score, 14-48. I hope we've been showing shots of the scoreboard intermittently here. There is the scoreboard. Yeah, there's a quick zoom on it. There it is, 14-48. We'll show it to you again at the end of this game in the next couple of minutes. So Pawling has to kick it back first. Let's get a shot of the kick here. Nice low kick. Ellenville's 30, picks it back up. Going to get brought down by the 21. Good tackle in the end. 21 is for Pawling, Justin Mitchell, 9th grader. So one of the younger players out there. They have another 9th grader, number 58, Anthony Arena. If you see number 58 out there, it's another 9th grader. Blue Devils themselves resting Kwaku on this play. I think resting 21 Bonachea as well. Giving a few snaps to some of the younger players. The 50 is out there for Blue Devils. That's Jason Mann.
Bye, Mr. B. Good night. I was up there for.
And they're going to take the knee, I think. And the clock is ticking. And that should bring us to the end of this game. Pawling going to be the victors here. As the clock runs down, let's make sure we get a shot of the handshakes. You have one camera on the scoreboard, the other camera on the two sets of teams as they meet in the middle for the handshakes. So go ahead, give us one shot on the scoreboard, yeah, and the other camera can get the handshakes, yeah. You can zoom in almost towards the center of that line to see them as they shake hands. Thank you. Thank you, Jimmy. Game clock referee today. As the clock is about to run down to 0. Let's get a shot of the clock right now of the scoreboard. And there you go. And there's your full time. Let's go back to the handshakes in the center of the park here. So there is your full-time buzzer. Ellenville loses 14-48 against the Tigers of Pawling. A great first half from the Blue Devils, not so much in the second. And Pawling Tigers go home the victors. So I want to say a big shout out. You can go back to the clock here. A big shout out to my crew upstairs in both halves: Jay, Victor, Matt, and everybody else. But that just about does it for me. So this is Mr. Buckler signing off. Thank you to everybody for tuning in, and we'll be back for the next football game, as well as more soccer games coming to you live on YouTube in the future. Until then, thanks so much. Have a great night.